Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing Enduring Oil, which is a Phyrexian Rakdos tribal deck, which has been built by, we'll get to that in a little bit. Anyways, if you want to see Phyrexians do Phyrexian stuff, then this might just be the deck for you. Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, and in this episode, this will be performed entirely by Sock Puppets, Dr. You Can't Sock Yet. Yes, thank you. Filmed for a wide studio audience. Thank you so much. You Can't Sock Yet. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over in the Aether Hub, posted by T-Stokes, also known as Tay Malice. Our pal T-Stokes, I've been a big fan of his decks for a long time. My biggest problem with this guy is that he likes to go and just clear everything out of his library over on Aether Hub, and then just disappear for like a month. And I just like, come on, man. His decks are so good. And I hanker for them. It's kind of like Christmas candy, or like pumpkin spice lattes or something like that. I don't know. I don't really like them. But it's those seasonal things. It's like it's so good when it's there, but then it just disappears for a while. But anyways, he's back. He's back, baby. And he's got a deck that it's kind of old. It's Phyrexian Tribal. Lots of stuff from All Will Be One. But then we got some new cards in there from some of the more recent sets. Nothing from Federation. So hopefully you got a collection of cards that goes back a little bit, because you'll need them to put these things together. But I tell you, I've test played this thing, and it is a monster. So I'm looking forward to playing this one out full bore. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We'll talk about how this deck should work, and then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. All right, what do we got? We've got Creature Kill. A guy gets bigger every time another creature or artifact I control is put into a graveyard. He puts another oil counter on him. He gets +1/+0 for each oil counter on it. And he's got Trample. Creature Kill. This guy gives all your Phyrexians +1/+1. And on the turn it comes into place, Menace. So you got a bunch of guys, they can only block a few. Nowhere to run, usually kills one dude. Other than that, it disables Ward and Hexproof. Nice! Vraan, each time one or more other creatures you control die, each opponent loses 2 and you gain 2 life, which is great, but it only triggers once per turn. We got a guy that's going to die every turn, your Urabrask Forge. He's also all pulled up on oil counters as well. Oh, I wonder where this oil word came from, huh? Let's get to the Magmatic Sprinter. When you put him into play, you put 2 oil counters on a target artifact or creature you control. So that pumps him up by +2. That pumps these guys up by 2. And these guys hold, and they both hold on to it. But this guy, gets bigger every turn by another oil counter. Yeah, so you can basically pass this guy's oil around, making dudes bigger and bigger and bigger. This is probably your better investment if you have it out. Gix. Let's see. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller may be able to play 1 life. If they do, they draw a card. And so we're planning on doing damage, probably with Trample Boys. Also, this guy's got haste. Archfiend of the draw. Oh, yeah. And he also goes back to your hand if he doesn't have any oil counters on it. So you can play him again the next turn, putting more oil counters out. So this guy is an oil engine. This guy draws cards. This guy has 4 oil counters, and you remove one during your upkeep. And if you can't remove one, you die. So this is another place that you want to put oil, is onto Archfiend of the Dross. So you keep him out there long enough that you can get the job done. But other than that, whenever a creature dies, whenever a creature an opponent controls die, a controller loses 2 life. So between Vraan and Archfiend of the Dross, they're losing life hand over fist. And here's a new card to this deck, which is Enduring Courage. Whenever a creature you control comes into the battlefield, it gets +2 and haste until the end of the turn. When this thing dies, it just becomes an enchantment and does the same thing. We got man lands. We got the ability to play this for Phyrexians, at which point they can't be countered. And then a bunch of other dual lands and basic lands. So what are we going to do? We're going to control the board a little bit, but get our guys out in an aggro sort of way, menacing it, maybe grinding them down with our own deaths, which gets these guys, which does damage to our opponents. Urabrask Forge gets big. Use Magmatic Sprinter to just make everybody into a monster. And then the +2/+0 in haste, so anybody coming to play is going to be a tremendous boon for everybody. All right, so that's it. Get it out, grind them down, destroy them right away. So before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Shuldred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear lamentations of the women. All right, we're playing against PE 1991. Mr. Physical Education. Keep. Turn off the lights. All right, looks like these are black by default, so it looks like we have to play the red. I like the fact we got Urabrask Forge in there. There you go, Fuseling. We got something for turn 2 right there. And there's who we're going to touch. Or I could just go for the Grafted Butcher straight up. Ooh, I can't believe it tricked me into doing that, into not killing. I got an itchy trigger finger, baby. Gotta get out the Forge. And let's pop these two guys in. That's cool. Leave the Grafted Butcher because he pumps everybody else up. There you go. Plus, I could do an individual block with him against these little one guys. All right, there's 4. Let's just see what can happen here. We'll go in. We're going to be doing some tricksy stuff. I tell you, Enduring Courage is going to be fantastic here in a second. Looks like he wants to do tricksy stuff. That guy doesn't really matter. It's really the Grafted Butcher. That sucks. You want to throw a guy or two in front of it? Yeah, one guy would do it. You just let it happen, man. That's what you should do. There we go. Me, I've been holding this thing back. All right, so I still got cut down. Don't make me get you, weird Jawa guys. Should I just kill a guy? Should I just kill a guy? Let's just do it. Oink. You want to protect it? Is that what you're going to do? Waste your cards. There you go. Good for you. Turn's over, man. Oh, I'm going to do this anyway. Getting this guy with haste is going to be so incredible. Pump, pump, pump. All right, if you want to sacrifice all your guys to kill off Gix, feel free to do so. Unless you got more of those Elspeth Smites in your hand. You just load with them somehow. All right, you got one blocker. Great. Go touch Gix in an icky way. Go fight right ahead. That's the dumbest move you can make, man. That's right. The other one right there. There you go. Take that action. All right, cool. Jeez, another one. Oh, we're off. All right, cool. Sweet googly people. I'm getting so many awesome things here. Do I really go for Archfiend to the Dross? Let's just pump this guy out. Yeah, all the above. See, because during encourages, man, I don't care if they die. They're totally fine. The problem is he's not going to be able to hold up. And we win. He's not going to be able to hold up after next turn. Victory! And we're playing against card 5 Hark. Card 5 Hark. Hello, Mr. Hark. Keep. That should help pin them down. I don't worry so much about getting counterspelled. Let's put it that way. Trick or treat. Suck it, blue weird thing. Go get him, weird goblin guy. All right, next turn we can Gix it maybe. You're gonna shoot it. All right, we played it slowed a little bit there. A little slow for Gix. What I'll be careful about here is letting... He can probably do 2 points of damage again. That's the deal. That's what he's worried about there, huh? Fortunately, that thing's big butt is beyond us at the moment. That oil counter is good. So sprinters will help us put more on the Archfiend. That'll give us the time we need. All right, there you go. Block if you want. Block if you want. I just got to juggle these guys now. The Exuberant Fuseling would do well. Of course, they could just jump in front of them. But I got Trample, so everything I juice him up with will at least get through. Does he really want to play defense? I don't think so. These guys can't be blocked, but they can block. All right, man. Play your game. Let's go. I don't know what we're waiting around for. Jeez, people. All right, unfortunately, I can only play one. Let's just keep playing them. Do I want to lose Git? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's send them all in. That's fine. I got to force them to deal with it. You've only got one card in your hand. And you're down to 2. Yeah, okay. Take it again. Do I care? 15? Nah, he's fine. He's not going to be able to pump that much. I'll be good with that. Let's just handle that. All right, let's put out the... Let's just put that. There we go. What's this guy going to do for us? Nothing in particular. We got Menace next turn. There's nothing he's going to be able to do about it. All right, this is it. You got one card. You're going to be able to do 14 points of damage. What do we got there? Math? We got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That was close. Good game. You're going to see a P-Pants here pretty quick. Ooh, that's not good. He shoots me in the face, that would be really bad. And we win! Potty Pants, Potty Pants. Victory! I'm playing against Loneken. Loneken. All right. Well, we'll play it. Turn off the cat. There's only one creature. Everything else is beyond your ability to touch. You got the same guy. Apparently the deck gods want us to play that. I think as soon as I put him out, he's just going to die, but whatevs, man. Let's do it. It's Vraan. Let's go to assert some dominance here. There we go. These are not doing anything to planeswalkers. You pick whatever you want, man. Have a good time. Oh, let me put out some mana. How does that sound? As we dork around with this planeswalker, that's just ridiculous. You think he's going to sit there, he's going to pin down the Enduring Courage because he's got the most power. He just countered his mana. That's not great. He knows what I'm holding. Lost out on the poor Urabrask Forge. That thing deserved to come out. What are you gonna do? You gonna wipe the board? Is that why you decided that you didn't care about Jace anymore? How many turns do you need to be able to figure out what you're going to do next, man? That's a weird pact. I wonder what he's up to. All right, that Jace is gone. Maybe he's got a whole nother one. He's trying to mill me? Is that the deal? Let's pop poor Gix out. And the pump. He's down to 7. Vraan out. I might want to start killing my own guys, potentially. Got a lot of cards. He's got a lot going on. I don't know what his deal is at the moment. He wants that. He's getting the guy. Who do you want to be a copy of? Apparently my guys. That's the guys you like best, huh? All right. Now we got to wait around for him to do something else here. This is going to do anything for us to do this. Yeah, let's pop it. That's 2 more. Right to the face. Pop that guy down. He should get haste out of the deal. And I'll in. And we win! Boom, boom! Goes the room. Victory! All right, we're playing against drewizzle. Drewizzle. From the Izzle clan. Keep. Nice! Urabrask's Forges. Love it. About to slow while we slow can slow. Well, during Courage and Urabrask's Forge work out great together. Gotta get that 4th mana. And we win! Writing was on the wall, written early. Victory! Up and against TieflingEm. Tiefling. What are we looking at here? 2, 1. So Archfiend and the Dross, these are our 4s. Let's grow it like we show it. Open a Singularity. All right, Singleton 1. Other guys get Popo, so let's just let it happen. Pump. There we go. Boros means white. We start seeing some enchantments. Is that we're doing Oros and Aura's deck here? Nope. He's trying to get me to kill the Grafted Butcher with a double scoop. Oh! You're gonna waste it? You're gonna take it down so you can do 8? Just depends if he's got creatures in his hands. He doesn't. He wants that guy badly. All right, does he have protection for it now? That's the other weird part. Looks like he does. Otherwise, something would have happened by now. All right. 14. I am starting to get to the point where I am needing mana. Problem is that thing's got a double kill automatically. He's going to hold on to it because he still needs to do it. Next turn, we're dead. Oh, I just did it now. All right, fine. Nice. All right. Urabrask Forge. He's probably got what it takes to kill me off now. Otherwise, we got this guy. You gonna haste it up somehow? Monster's Rage? No, you don't. Oh! All right, let's see it. What are you gonna do with 1 white mana? All hail the Hypnotoad! Victory! And play against Janusarian. Keep. All right, 1, 2, 2, and 3. That's a nice curve there. We're going to play against Hootie. Love Hootie. Hey, Hoots. And it's a gold one, too. It's my favorite. All right, let's black up. Going for the pump. Nice. Because what's he doing? Okay, he's playing Rakdos. Like, why isn't he throwing out dudes is the problem. Are you just going to try to kill my guys? Not really. This deck, it just feels so good to play. Especially when you get an Urabrask Forge out on turn 3. Up! Good job. Now he's got to, if this guy's playing creatures, you just got to kill something, possibly the Blood Witch. Picking up another black man on next turn would be fantastic. I know I see you, Hoots McKenzie. Ooh, I remember this deck. Oh no! That's right, I love this deck. It was great. I think we might be greater. Then again, I think we went first, so that's what we got. Man, this thing is so tight. Look at the Fuseling going nuts with the Urabrask Forge. You can try to play defense on me. All right, well, I'm going to play one card because I only have one black. Number one, we're going to kill that guy. All right, so I got Trample. Whatevs, man. All in. I don't care. Grafted Butcher. Trample there, so that's at least 3 coming through. I got 7. Yeah, you're dead. You're dead! Winner, winner! Victory dinner! All right, so we are with Enduring Oil for Phyrexians by T-Stokes. And yeah, this was an incredible deck. I think in his description, he said something like, let me see if I can quote it here. I aim to make fun decks. I don't always post bangers, but I try to be original. Dude, this one is a banger. I got 100%. 100% with this deck. I was not losing at all. And the synergy between these cards are just incredible. Like the big guy, this is the guy I always think kind of stinks. But yet he was pumping like crazy because of Urabrask Forge. Magmatic Sprinter was throwing dudes on him like crazy. Even Turd in My Hand was working out great. Luckily, I mean, it's because it's a good aggro deck. Look at that curve right there. Turd in My Hand has a bunch of great stuff going on because you're usually fighting against early game guys who are susceptible to cut down's little tiny effects. What I really loved also is that Archfiend of the Dross just wants to kill me as badly as I wanted to kill my opponent, but Magmatic Sprinter helps to push that guy's time limit out, which is, this guy is just so amazing for this deck. Enduring Courage, of course, works fantastic with all these things. Giving Archfiend of the Dross haste and extra pluses is exactly what you need to make him actually work for you. And Urabrask Forge loves working with Enduring Courage. So yeah, altogether, this is fantastic. Plus, if you got Vraan out, then Urabrask's Forge is just causing an additional 2 points of damage. Yeah, and you're gaining 2 life. I mean, the synergy on this is so incredibly strong. All right, let's get to it. Who is the MVP? Who is the most valuable player? I think I was not thinking it was Magmatic Sprinter, but yet this dude is just so much value in this deck. So much value just because he's a hasty 3/2. He puts oil counters on the dudes that need it. And you can bounce him back to your hand so you don't have to worry about him getting killed all the time, in which case you could throw more counters out. This guy is really one of those engines that makes this deck work so well. The other guy I got to give it to, second place MVP, Grafted Butcher. He's fantastic when you're playing with the Phyrexian tribal deck, and that's exactly what we got going on here. Just because he's a lord, giving all your dudes +1/+1, but when he comes into play, he gives them all menace as well. The fact that you can play him again by sacrificing and returning from your graveyard, giving all your dudes menace again, makes him into kind of a bomb. But he's still not quite as good as Magmatic Sprinter is with this deck. Enduring Courage also, just honorable mention. You're right there. I'm going to give it to Magmatic Sprinter. Congratulations, weird looking lava dude. You are going to Disneyland. All right, let's talk about it. Was this deck competitive? Yes, it was. It was way competitive, almost massively so. 100%. I played this deck 7 times, never lost. In fact, if anything, at times it was winning too quickly. So yes, this is a competitive deck. Number 2, was this a fun deck? Absolutely. Why? Aggro, synergy, tribal, Rakdos. I mean, it's just perfect. The deal is my pal T there, T-Stokes, aka what was his last name? I was just thinking about it earlier. T-Stokes. Man, I'll remember it later. I'm sorry, I can't remember it. T-Stokes there, he loves to play decks that are just so true to me in the Mono Black and Rakdos arena there. I love the decks he puts together. And while they're not all bangers, that they are all worth playing. That's the thing about it. So I'm so glad to see he's coming back, the Ernest Hemingway of Magic deck creators, and that he's got at least one new deck out now. And no pressure, man. You just do such a great job. All right, so yeah, this was an incredibly fun deck. Really, really, really good. All right, lastly, was this deck interesting? Now, yeah, that's the thing, is it was interesting. I mean, how I say this, I've seen decks like this before. It's been a while. I mean, it's when we're playing Phyrexian decks, right? Look at it, like All Will Be One. There's so many things from All Will Be One in here. You know, so you got to be one of those guys that was playing it back then. But seeing the inclusion of Enduring Courage in here, Nowhere to Run, is that pretty much it? Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, those cards really, I think, did a good job of helping out the rest of this. Cavern of Souls, helping out to keep them from being countered. Yeah, fantastic. Even this Blazemire Verge, which is a non-tapped dual land, really works well with this deck. So yeah, it's a great V2 version of this particular deck. I was floored. It was fantastic. It was incredible. All right, so let's get to it. Let's add it up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was this deck fun? Yes. Was this deck interesting? Absolutely. All right, so that makes this into an A+ deck. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I'd highly recommend you pick one up if you have the means. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.